Alright, let's try this 1080p thing out. Let's see. Hello. Good evening, or afternoon, or morning? Is it morning anywhere? I guess. It should be. Hey Rafino, welcome. How's it going? Oh, I see that I can actually pan around my scene and I'm not dropping frames. So yeah, this is a joyous occasion. I managed to get a 1080p stream. No idea why it didn't work all the other times. Like the settings were mostly the same. I only changed the bitrate. It must have been the bitrate. But now it seems good, and I'm not dropping any frames as I'm moving around, which is something that used to happen. Hey, Mitch. So yeah. I'll try and hit play though, because when I got in play mode, things did not go that well. Yeah, there it is. There it is. Okay. Alright, okay, those are half my frames. Maybe 1080p wasn't a good idea. Maybe it was not. Though, in all fairness, it's supposed to have dynamic bitrate. So... yeah, I don't know. But you know what, for now I'll just at least remove the grass. Maybe that will help. Hey, who's dev? Yeah, okay. Okay. I think that's getting better. Okay. So the grass was not agreeing with the stream. I mean, I still feel there's a bit of a stuttery motion, but no, I think that's good. I mean, it's better than other times, and we're still at 1080p, 60 frames per second. What a glorious day. So yeah, how is everybody doing? How is the weather wherever you are? What's like the temperature over there? Because I might consider moving. Because today was ridiculous. Apparently we actually broke some records. I think we got the hottest... some places in Greece had the hottest temperature in all of Europe. Hey Sizzle Gizzle, that's funny. My country's on fire too, and in every sense, both metaphorical and literal. Yeah, some places in Greece actually reached 46 degrees Celsius. Okay. Hey, Bluehead Sam. Okay, yeah, no, I might not go to Colombia, so yeah. Yeah. No, we also have like a good portion of the country, a good portion of Greece right now is on fire, actually, yeah. Maybe environmental factors, maybe arson. I don't know, but yeah. That's the Greek summer, actually. There's no Greek summer without huge wildfires. I'm glad I'm doing my part in promoting tourism for Greece. Hey, Specs! Yeah, no, I was being a bit depressing right now, but it's going well. It's hot. And also, I've been living quite dangerously all day because it's so hot. The power grid was really unstable, and like my lights were flickering all day long. And somehow we didn't get any power outages, and my computer didn't have to like shut down unexpectedly. But today I decided that I should have invested in a UPS. which I'll get tomorrow probably. So yeah. Yeah, mate, yeah, okay. We have some old ruins, but in all fairness, Italy's ruins are better. I don't know, I just don't... Maybe it's because I've seen too many of them, but I find our ruins to be a bit dull. So yeah. Oh, glad to see that Argentina is having a nice day there. Oh, musical instruments plugged in. As in like guitars and stuff? Like could like an electric guitar get damaged from a power outage? Yeah, Mitch, that's why they're dull. Yeah. Uh, but nah, Italy has better ruins. Like Rome, wherever you look at Rome, it's just like awesome ruins. It was fun, or at least that was my impression as a tourist. I hear that the locals don't have so much fun with that stuff. So yeah, I'm not sure. I didn't tweet about it because I'm not sure. But this might be my last stream for a while. It's not like I'm stopping with the streams. Thanks for the follow, Maynard. Yeah, I'll just be leaving for vacation for the next couple of weeks. Oh, thanks for the follow, Bluehead Sam. So yeah, there definitely won't be any streams next Tuesday. There might be a stream the Tuesday after that. And definitely there's going to be the Tuesday after that. But next week there won't be probably any. Now I'm saying that I'm not entirely sure because I'm actually leaving on Friday, and if I have the time and energy, I might do something before that. Thanks for the follow, Dalamore Knight. And yeah, I have some things on the agenda I want to make on stream, so yeah. Oh, thanks, Maynard. Glad to see you came here from Twitter. I hope you enjoy the stream, where nothing happens right now, but I promise that I will do stuff. Right now I'm just running around. Oh, and yeah, Mitch, I think it's the same here, like, we found so much ancient stuff every time we tried to make a new metro station. But again, it's ancient stuff, it's not cool anymore. So the project today, oh, yeah, indeed, Specs. What was the last time you've been on the stream? I can't remember. Well, I don't know if you've probably already seen like this little project here. This kind of adventure-y, story-heavy, but with no story yet thing that I was making. Which even before Death's Door, I wanted to make it like Death's Door. Oh, you were here for the deferred. Super big forest though. Can't remember because I didn't always have this forest here, so I can't remember if I showed any other forests before. Oh yeah, I think you remember the other attempt at this project, so yeah. Yeah, so yeah, I've been kinda noodling on this here and there, trying different visual approaches and playing around with cameras and stuff. On the previous stream, which was a bit of a random stream, I actually worked with grass. This grass here. Essentially, I adopted Minion's art grass system that uses compute shaders and draw procedural indirect. Thanks for the follow, One Man Brandon. And yeah, last stream I kinda did some tweaks here and there on this. And as I was tweaking more and more, I was like, you know what? I wanna make a new grass system. I'm dropping frames. Grass be gone. Okay. So yeah, I was like, I wanna make a new grass system thing. With like using the editor tools API, this thing here, and giving some options as to how the grass would look, because right now it's just like it's separate blades, but it could also be like quads or like, you know, the star formation quad. I cannot, you know what the one. Thanks for the follow, Dangers. So yeah, that's one big streaming project I have in mind. So I will go into what I'll be showing today, but besides that, I also want to do something about the challenge we have right now on the Discord, which is about waterfalls. And you know me, I like water and shaders and waterfall. So I wanted to make something interesting. Actually, I want it to like seamlessly steal. What? Okay, sorry. I wanted to seamlessly steal this one. Let me find it. Where is it? Yeah, found it. So it's yeah, like a procedural kind of shader for a waterfall mesh that I found really interesting, because it's like so cool how you can get all these different shapes. And you know, I thought that I could maybe make it a bit more stylized though. Oh, no rush. Either way, this exactly because, as I mentioned, I will be away for the next weeks. This challenge will probably last like the whole month. And because, you know, I would imagine that other people would also like to go away since it's August. And also because it's like, it's a cool theme for a challenge. So I would want as many people as possible to join, you know, as many as they want. So yeah. So the next thing I'll probably be showing on stream would be something for this waterfall thing. And after that, I will start working on that grass thing, which is probably gonna be heavily based on Joyce's implementation. Like, especially I like the concept of drawing vertices and using them on a compute shader to generate the geometry, so that you can also apply LODs and frustum culling, as I also added, so stuff like that. And yeah, I don't know, I thought it would be a fun project. And maybe if I make it good enough, I will stop wanting to make more. Because I have this problem. I have been making grass since 2019. Ever since I figured how to make grass. Do you think you might do it with triplanar projecting and vertex colors? Not sure about the vertex colors. I will do like heavy use of creative UVs. And I'm also not quite sure if I want to make the geometry like procedural from a script, or make it like, or have just like a one tessellated quad and do it all from shader. I feel that doing it from script might be better, because then I would be able to also update the bounds, which could be cool. But yeah, I haven't given it much thought yet, so I'll see how I go about that. But for today, going back to what I will be doing today. So a couple of streams earlier, I started working on like satisfying slash attacks, and I wanted to again shamelessly steal a combat system of something like Death's Door, which I played a bit but not too much. So yeah, on that stream, am I Peter Panning, or is that shadow issue? No, I'm Peter Panning. What's up with that? Okay, let me... oh, wrong thing. Where's the radius thing? Grounded radius. Whoa. Okay. Alright. It's better now. It's much better actually. Okay. I wonder why it was like that. Anyway, yeah. So yeah, on that stream I added the animations and like added the slashes and integrated the whole thing with like my existing combat component I have for this guy. And yeah, I have an enemy to try that stuff out, but I wanted to add more yikes, more in terms of like combat feedback. Like when you hit on Death's Door, you get like screen shake and frame stutter, and you know, just much more juicy than whatever the crap this is. So yeah, I want to make it like ridiculous, and you know, if I see it and say, okay, this is ridiculous, then I will tone it down. But right now, this is just underwhelming. Yeah, exactly. So that's what I want to do. Just add some frame stuff. But okay, before that, I want to add oh, thanks, Erdemilon. Yeah. Yeah, first off, I want to add some cooldown before I start hitting again. So that could be a player input, I guess. Yeah, I'm not entirely sure about the official name of that. So... okay, so I am going to add I mean, it should be, you know, it's not gonna be complicated enough to have like, I don't know, different weapons and different weapon cooldowns and all that crap. So I'm just gonna add it here. I mean, it would make more sense to add it on the combat script and, you know, just change it if I have to. But I won't have to. probably. So I'm gonna do the old-fashioned attack cooldown trick. One of the oldest tricks in the book. Slash cooldown is gonna be called. It's gonna be like a 0.3 maybe. We can change it. And attack time. So let's do you. Luckily, right now the power grid seems to be more stable, like my lights aren't flickering anymore. But yeah, I still try not to have the AC going all day long, or at all. I'm just doing it now because I have a camera on. So yeah, if first if time.time is larger than the last attack time plus the attack slash cooldown, you know what, just that attack and the last attack time would be time to time. That's the correct way to do it, right? Because I always kind of mess up with this, but I think that's it. Yeah, that's the one. Okay, so that should stop me from attacking for a bit, just until just because, you know, I can't trigger the animation so fast. Hey, Lady Rose. So I am working on the slash attacks again. Can't remember if you were you here on the second to last stream? Okay, I think yeah. So you remember what we started then. Now I'm just fixing some minor issues there and working on like making it more juicy when you actually hit enemies. So yeah. Oh, okay, yeah, no, I see what's going on. So, this is annoying. Okay. This should actually count for the first attack, not the second one. So, if this is true, then do all that crap. In which case, do this. Yeah, this is a bit unconventional. Unconventional is a nice way to say fucking ugly code. But yeah. Let's see if this unconventional method works. It needs a bit more time to recover, but I think it's working. Like, one should be too high, but it's way too high. Uh, oh yeah. Oh, I actually have something for that. I invested into. Uh, Wait. I think I have to activate it. No, I think should does it work? Yeah. All right. So yeah, people have been asking me about my theme and the effects and all that. So I actually added these commands for people to uh, see the themes and all that. And oh, I also added another command for people asking me if my project is in like URP or HDRP. Yeah. Yeah, I should make one command like that where it runs about shader graph for me so that I don't have to do it on every stream. It's not that much of a common question, the thing about the URP. It's more of an Easter egg for the people that know my views about URP. Alright, now there's plenty of time to recover, and yeah. So there's just like the two slashes, and that's about it. One thing that I need to change though is the dashing, because the dashing, as you're attacking, you cannot dash, which is a side effect of the thing I do with the motion, because essentially I set the direction and the input to 0. So yeah. How does the slash look on top of the bright stairs? It's not additive. Like, even on the brighter spots you can see it, because the slash is not additive. I mean, you can see the dark edges work well with that as well. But either way, I think that when combat, look at me answering as if I know what the game is gonna be like, but whatever. I think that combat will be introduced in later areas where it's not gonna be so bright. Maybe there won't be combat at all, and this stream makes no sense. I don't have a solid plan for this game. I need to fix the dashing thing, because it's gonna be pretty common that you'd want to dash away after you hit, and right now you cannot. I think it's because of the dash implementations so much, because what it's doing right now is that, if it gets no input and you try to dash, well, there's no direction to dash, so he's not dashing. So I should just make it so that, if there's no input, just dash towards wherever you're looking. Though that's... or maybe not wherever you're looking, but... okay, this is a thinker. Okay, let's see how dash works. This is a dash, this is a coroutine. Yeah, no, it's coroutine, dude. Just show me the coroutine. Okay. Dash force. Yeah, essentially I add the dash force. There we go. There we go. So I multiply the dash force with essentially the direction that the character is moving. But if the character is not moving, you know, they can't really go anywhere. Okay. And the current velocity is calculated by getting the desired direction and multiplying it by the movement speed. And I pass in the desired direction right from here. No? Well, here too, but I'm also passing it execute motion here. Yeah, here, desired direction. And how do I calculate the desired direction? It's a camera forward multiplied by input y. So, you know, when you're going towards the forward vector of the camera or towards the right of the camera. That's the desired direction. Okay. Okay. So this is where I actually use the desired direction. And I multiply it with movement speed. Essentially, this is what I need to change for the dust to work. But the thing is that I don't want it to be like just, I don't know, transform dot forward. I don't want to be just that. And I'll get to Y. So now, if I just press dust, player goes forward. Not as much too though, I mean I can adjust it. But the thing is that if I slash and go and want to go to dust backwards or to the right, I cannot. Because to just go towards the direction he's looking. And that's not what I want. I essentially want to go towards the direction that the input is giving, even if the player is not actually moving. So I could just like store the desired direction somewhere. And the thing is that when I'm actually moving, when I'm actually attacking, I set the desired direction to be 0. so that the player won't move. Hey Saffron, how's it going? Okay, I'm gonna go another direction with this. Okay. Is that a vector 3? So vector 3 is 0. Otherwise, take this. I'm not even sure if I'll keep the targeting. I probably won't keep it, but whatever. Yeah, same thing. But I will also pass in the desired direction. As like, you know, just the potential direction. No, I'm just gonna call it the dust direction because that's what this is. So now this should be dust direction. So that should get like my desired direction, even when it's not moving. What? Now what? All right. Make it default to false, I guess. What am I doing? Not sure I understand Kisby. I don't speak Spanish. I had to look up that Spanish, I might not sure. Okay, so I'm gonna increase the dust force something ridiculous just to see it working. Okay. Yeah, I thought it might be something like that. I'm making some slash combat effects and just trying to make some polished attack. Oh, I also don't want to attack when I'm jumping, because this happens. Maybe there should be a cooldown on the dust, but that just be me. And give me 1 sec, I will be right back. And okay, yeah, I'm back. Oh, and thanks for the follow, Chisby and Talal. Okay, so now I can dash even if I'm attacking. So that's good. Yeah, I will certainly change the dash effects at some point. I mean, they were cool initially, but I'm not feeling them anymore. If the character faded back into color from black. Yeah, that could be interesting. Oh, I mean, it's also kind of annoying that the black smoke is not too visible when in front of lighter objects, and it's also not that stylized, especially compared to like the rest of the aesthetic that I think that I'm going for. So yeah, I might do something else for it. I'm not sure. Whoa. Okay, where is that? That's there, look towards. Hey Sir Bunkins, yeah, I did try Death's Door. I played a little bit and I really liked how nice its combat system felt, so that's what I'm copying. Like almost to the letter. Um, why does that complain now? I mean, okay, so if it's attacking, just look forward. Maybe that will set it up. So there are some issues. First off, this stopped working. But why? Is it because... Okay, because of that? Probably it's actually because of that? Oh, I used to be able to change directions on the second slash. But now I don't have that ability anymore. Okay, what did I do wrong? Okay, I want to see if it's working like it was. Oh, it will bitch about this. Okay. Okay. All right, yeah, now this is working. All right, let's fix the slash again, the dust again. You know what? I'm gonna do it in an unconventional way. And instead, do this. Did it use the input magnitude? You know what? No. Nope. Nope. Side direction. And if I do it here, oh, this code is so unconventional. Okay, the switching direction works. Changing direction doesn't work. Yes, I know why it doesn't work, because I haven't changed this. Yes. Yes. Okay. I can change again. Uh, okay, yeah, that looks kind of fun. But obviously, it's not gonna have this kind of dust. Uh, yeah, you know what? I don't think I should multiply with the input magnitude here. I just don't actually not even like that. It should be here, normalized. Oh, the dust attack actually feels kind of cool. Though I am a bit concerned that I get some damage. I think that the player is a bit self-destructive, but I also think there's something up. Okay, if I start from here, how far do I go with the dust? I go up to here. Let's try this again. Do you see something annoying happening here? Let me demonstrate again. So, dashing forward from here, go up to here. Console view. I go further away. Why is that? What did I fuck up again? Can anybody tell me? No clues? Again, the issue is right now if I dash from this point, I get this far. If I dash now, I don't get that far. Why don't I get that far? So, okay, another hint. With the scene view open, I have something like 150, 160 frames per second. With the scene view closed, I have 300 frames per second. Maybe that helps shine a light into the situation. In short, my DAS is not frame rate independent. So it's a good idea to look into why. Though I have a suspicion. Probably the same annoying thing I had with like the jumping. Not sure how I solved that. But I think that never mind. Maybe it should not be multiplied by time.delta time. Since I'm already using time.delta time to evaluate, to get the DAS based on the evaluation of the curve. So maybe that's it. Or maybe not. Let's find out. Obviously, I have to make the DAS force much smaller now. Probably much less than that. Okay, that's a acceptable rate. Okay, 0.07. Okay, I roughly cover these spots here. I still don't feel it's quite good. I think it's changing over time, but let's see. Yeah. Yeah, no, that did not help. If anything, that made things worse. Okay. Back to the drawing board. So vertical velocity equals 0. Jump height multiplied by 3 for some reason. I don't know. I will add another time.delta time. It didn't work with one less, so I can try with one more. That's a scientific approach. And obviously I'm gonna need much larger dust force. Much larger. still feels quite inconsistent, which is it? Very inconsistent for some reason. Yeah, I don't think that's better. Okay, any ideas as to what I should do to make my dosing frame rate independent? While I'm googling. No ideas? So yeah, one issue I have right now is that my dosing ability is not frame rate independent. So that's the main issue here. Like you can see, if I increase that, then so besides it being quite inconsistent, if I get much higher frame rates, I travel further away, which is odd because that would mean that the time dot delta time would be even smaller. Okay, does this have to do with like my curve? No, it does not. Yeah, exactly. But I'm multiplying with time dot delta time, and I'm actually getting larger distance when I get more frames. So the smaller the time delta time is, the further away I'm dosing, which is weird. No, it's not weird. I mean, it is weird, but I know what's going on. Please tell me you saw that this is a bug too. I don't know if you meant like if you saw the bug in the game or in the code, but I think that's the main issue. So I will just rubber duck you, all 30 of you, for a bit. So what the DAS coroutine is doing essentially, when I'm DASing, I'm starting but this is a coroutine. So the thing is, yeah, no, that's wrong. My point is that this is a coroutine, right? When I'm hitting DAS, I'm starting this coroutine. I got you, Bushy. All right. Yeah, exactly. Because I increase t by time dot delta time, and until it reaches a dash duration, which let's say it's 1 second, until that time reaches 1 second, it keeps adding the same force. But I think that the force that it should be adding should be multiplied by time dot delta time. Right? Is that the answer? I think it is. Though again, I think I'll need a larger dash force. Much larger. Even more. I think that's better. Okay, if I start from this tree, where do I go if I just like this? I go up to this point. And now... Yeah. Yeah, okay, yeah, this is finally consistent. Alright, so it does force of 1000. Oh, thanks, Saffron. Yeah, as I was telling before, I'm not 100% sold on them. I think at some point I will remake them to be more stylized. To also match like the rest of the VFX. I did not use Houdini, no. I wish I knew how to work with Houdini. At some point I will learn it. I know that much, but no, I don't use Houdini yet. Though it's not impossible that the... Well, let me find it. Yeah, that the particles that I used for the smoke, this is a flip book that actually, hold up, if I'm not mistaken, that was taken by this page, where Unity has a bunch of pretty cool flip books for like smoke. Yeah, it's from there. So Wispy Smoke 3. And yeah, it wouldn't be impossible that these flip books were generated with Houdini, but I didn't make them. Okay, so now this is fixed. A quick thing so that I cannot attack whilst jumping. So if player motor is grounded, All right. Okay, I think it's time I actually knocked some enemies around. Oh, and I think I should also maybe make sure that I'm not hitting myself. I think that's a better idea. I do have an enemy tag, right? Yeah, I do. That's cool. All right. First off, I think I'm gonna try with an easy one, the screen sake. So CinemaScene already has some stuff for screen sake, which you cannot see because I am hiding here. But if you go over to the CinemaScene virtual camera and go down to extensions, you can find the CinemaScene impulse listener. And yeah, essentially that means that, well, it listens for screen sake events. And you know what? I can add, I will do it that way. I will do it that way. It's okay. I will add a CinemaScene impulse source. What's the independent impulse? Uh-oh. What's that doing? Can be attached to... Oh. Oh, that's cool. I didn't know that existed. So apparently, if you want other stuff to just, sake, you can do that with an CinemaScene independent impulse listener. So you don't actually need to have virtual cameras. Like even if you didn't have, even if you didn't use the CinemaScene system and the CinemaScene virtual cameras, you could just add that over to your main camera and just screen shake. So that's cool. Didn't know that. But that's not what I want. I want the impulse source. The impulse channel is going to be 0. And the raw signal is going to be 6D sake. Sustain time of 0.3 and a decay of 0.2. It's cool that it's like envelope settings. Connect your impulse generating event to one of the API messages. Yeah, okay, I know. So right, so now if I go to the enemy base, I mean that could be, I guess that would be true for every hittable object. Well, I'll definitely do it for the enemies. So type of CinemaScene impulse source. You can find it now. There you go. Finalizing impulse. Impulse source. Impulse source. Initialize. Oh, it's on awake. That's cool. So now I can just say input source is just, get component if machine input source. All right. And when you get hit, hold up. Combat zone. Oh, it's on damageable object. Right. What else is damageable? I think the player is a damageable object. Yeah, there are. They are. Player character. Okay, so get hit does that. Yeah. Screw that. Screw that too. Well, definitely shouldn't be here. It should be at enemy base. So, get hit. Not sure why I need. Yeah, screw it. I don't need this wrapper. Do I need this wrapper? Because I mean, I probably wouldn't want to. No, you know what? Screw it. Yeah, just do it like that. And for enemies, just get the impulse source and it's impulse generate impulse. What's generate impulse path? Weird. Anyway, generating impulse, just that it's enough. Just as it is, because we can set all the properties from the component. There you go. You know what? Since I'm here, let's try the frame stop, frame freeze, tiger. I don't know, the timescale thingy. Frame freeze and well, I'm not gonna set it to 0 because that has its own issues. You know what? No, I'm gonna set it to 0. I wanna see what happens. Then you wait for seconds. Now that's an a very easy bug to get. So yeah, wait for seconds real time makes sense because if you do wait for seconds, obviously since I set the time scale to 0, those seconds will never pass. Time scale 1. I'm not gonna trigger it yet, just because I want to see how the screen shake holds up, and it should be better to see it separately. Just base get hit, and that should do it. Or I mean, make it a bool so that if you die, return false, otherwise return true. So I will know whether to trigger other effects based on that. So for example, I don't want the animator to trigger if I die. And return true, otherwise means I'm dead, so return false. And same thing would go for this. And I can just return this as is, I think. Yeah, sure. What now? Oh, god damn it. Okay. Now I remember. Oh, god damn it. Okay. I remember why I had separate get hit and get damaged. Because there are things that might be hittable, like objects. But you know, those objects are not necessarily damageable. They could just, you know, break or disappear, or I don't know. I will definitely make this mistake again when I see this code and I forget why that's like that. Just so you know. But I did like the concept of the bull here. So I am gonna change that. And false. Then true. Get hit. I mean, that's what the original thing does. Yeah, I guess I don't care. Yeah, okay. Okay. Let's try this out. See some screen shakes. Well, the timing is a bit off. Why? Why is that? Because of the sustain time? Duration in seconds. Centrally fully scale. I mean, scale with impact. So will also be applied to amplitude scaling. Don't do that. Let's try this again. why is there a delay? I mean, I don't have any attack duration. Yeah, I mean, the comedic timing is great, but the actual combat timing is not. So I will definitely consider that for a silly game, but right now it's not ideal. Okay. So obviously it gets triggered, there's no question about that. This is I mean, just to be certain, I want to see if at least they get, if this is called on time at least. Yeah, it's definitely, the delay is definitely on the impulse thing. Okay, either way I want to increase this. Play around with some settings then. The delay is still annoying. Is there a thing with that? Like an issue? Impulse source, generate impulse. Wait. Does it have to do with... Okay, I think I know what the issue is. I don't want to know what the issue is, but I think I do. Which, if that is the case, that would be so annoying. Impact radius. Yeah, so the thing is, my camera is pretty far away from this, so if like the impulse source takes into account the world space position, which I think it does, according to this, the impact radius says it's like 100. You have full amplitude in this radius surrounding the impact point. Beyond that, it will dissipate with distance. But the thing is, my camera is quite further away than 100. It's like at minus 160 on the Z, and like it's pretty far away. So just I'm gonna add like one more zero here. I mean, it's zero. It has no value. And dissipation distance. At this distance beyond the impact radius, the signal will have to dissipate to zero. So essentially, after 100 it starts lowering until it reaches 1000. But I think that actually this doesn't even have to do anything, because I think the problem is the propagation speed. It's the speed at which the impulse propagates. You can't see any of that because it's hidden by the stream stuff, but I'm reading it for you. It's the speed at which the impulse propagates through space. High speeds allow listeners to react instantaneously, while slower speeds allow listeners in the scene to react as if to a wave spreading from the source. So you know what, I'm gonna do another 0 here. Just a 0. Yeah, okay. That makes much more sense. I'd like to be springier, so like frequency gain should be like 6. Definitely shouldn't stay that long though, so sustain time, make it 1, and a decay of not 1, 0.1, and a decay of 0.2. I think that's cool. That's snappy. You know what? Maybe it needs more amplitude. Just maybe not that much. Definitely not. You know what? I want to leave it at 15 to see. Yeah, there we go. I think that's good. I think I should ship it like that. But with... So what about more frequency? Yeah, okay. Okay, what if now I increase the amplitude? No. What if more sustain time? Definitely not. More decay. Yeah, no. Amplitude gain should be less. So today I learned that the cinema scene impulse source, it's like 3D and it like propagates through space over time. That's cool, I didn't know that. Well, I'm curious to try out something. I want to add motion blur. Yes, I know how people feel about motion blur. And I don't care, sometimes it can look good, alright? Okay. Sure. All right. Let's try the thingy with the thingy. Frame freeze. Like 0.5 seconds. Okay. Not the desirable result. Mostly because the attack is triggered before the visuals. So maybe that should change. Maybe that should change. Anyway, weird thoughts. Anyway, yeah, so let's add some delay here and make it a coroutine. Like coroutine. And all that's gonna be extracted over here. Whoa, wrong thing. New wait for seconds real time delay. So yeah, what would be like a good delay for this? It's 0.3. I mean, wait, I need to check the animation. So at which point? Let's go here. Layer, graphics, last animator. So it starts at frame 6. So that would be 1/10 of a second. So 0.1. I'm gonna give a bit of a leeway and say 1.15, 0.15, sorry, and try that out. Yeah, the 0.5 delay might be a bit excessive. So let's instead change that to something like 0.1 or alright, maybe 0.2. But also the player won't have to wait real time for that. It's gonna wait normal time for that. Maybe. We'll see. Okay, 0.2 is also excessive. I'm gonna say 0.5. I mean, maybe it should barely be noticeable. Should I change? Should I make the propagation speed like even faster? But add one more zero. Because I would like to, for the screen sake, to start before the frames stagger.
Liftoff of mission 41D, the first flight of the orbital Discovery, and the shuttle has cleared the tower. Discovery's core computers now have primary control of critical vehicle functions.
Okay, I think this feels good. Oh, I broke it. I broke it. I think that feels good. But now it certainly needs some better heat impact particles. They serve me well, but I need to do better. All thanks for the follow, Meta Impress. Alright. No. Okay. glow. Always a good idea to have some glow. 0.2, no looping, no speed, and just emit like a couple of them at most. And they'll be in front of everything. Everything. They'll be quite large too. Is that the glow I want? No, it's not. Is this the glow I want? No. Damn it. It's almost the same. Okay, no. It should be transparent. Hmm. Why? Why is the glow not appearing in front? That's a higher order. Oh hey, Pantrack X Kalispera. What's up? We should probably have it different. Color as well. There should be more of them. Not quite in love with this effect yet, but we'll get there. Maybe. Is it additive? It is... no, it's transparent. So I should see the black ones, yeah. want to change them to glow off, glow like that. Yes. What did I do? Okay. More. And I also think it should also be a good idea to continue the motion of the strike. So not right now I'm kind of cheating because these enemies, like their AI tells them to always look towards the player. So, you know, when the player will hit them, you know, they impact VFX if it's on their front. It will make sense always because the enemies are always looking at the player. That won't always be the case, obviously, with all enemies. Maybe. But for now, I'm just taking advantage of that fact. And that also means wait, maybe if it was a cone. No. That also means that I can essentially assume the direction that the enemy is getting hit, and that's useful because I can have directional effects like these, which usually work well because they don't interrupt. Yeah, there we go. They don't interrupt the flow of the hit. So, you know, I will be hitting them there. So it makes sense for particles to fly out towards the direction I hit the enemy. And in general, that's a good tip because, again, it ties, it doesn't cut off the velocity of the effect, so it looks better. So this can live longer, but these don't have to. But there's one more thing I want to do, obviously, when I hit the enemies, and that's change their material. So where's my enemy at? I'm glad to see, yeah, they all have the same material. That's gonna come in handy. But okay, let's tweak some shaders. Can I? Yeah, okay. So here's an issue. Let's say, first off, you know what? I want to try to see how the particles show up before I get to the shader. And while I'm doing that, if anybody can think and tell me, how would you change? How would you make the enemy like flash white completely for a few frames, whatever, when I hit them? Like, what would your approach be? No wrong answers, and there's some obvious answers there too. But I just want to get something to talk with. Enemy base. Something to get me started, that's what I meant. Yeah, yeah, exactly. Change the emissive to bright white, probably from a script, like Specs said. Okay, does that create any issues whatsoever? Like any single issues, any single problems with this approach? I mean, actually Specs, that would work against me, because if it's on the deferred global shader, it would make everything flash white. So no, it's not what you want. The global deferred material, the global deferred shader is not good when you want like individual objects to do stuff. Having a component that changes the lerping parameter shader that changes any property you need to make bright white. Yeah, essentially, yeah, just changing the emissive. Okay, right now, my emissive shader, my standard shader I'm using, it's not great for that, because I'm using an emission texture, an emission mask here. But you know what? I will add another color. It can be a slider, whatever. But again, changing the material from a script, will that introduce any problems? You can get from the tone of my voice that it will introduce some problems. I'm just waiting to hear what those problems are. Did I get emissive? In a second pass that can be inherited. Not sure how. I mean, adding the emissive color is not a problem for the shader. My issue is with changing the material from the script. The mesh swap sounds a bit overkill. I mean, I can maybe think of how it could work, but it's a bit overkill. Yes, Eri. Uh, it doesn't break SRP. SRP is already broken. But it breaks butting. So maybe you were referring to the SRP butter. Yeah. Uh, yeah. Um, from script there are issues if A, you change the shared materials, so you need to copy each time, and B, you may forget to unset it. No, I mean, it could be done on runtime, so there wouldn't be any issues with unsetting it, Sir Bunkins. But yeah, the issue, as I already mentioned, essentially is that if you do change the color or any property of any material from a script, you break batching. Now, I already also mentioned material property blocks. But if you use material property blocks, the script will not make a material instance, but it will still break batching. And you can't see it, which is even worse. Exactly, unique instances would break batching. And yeah, material property blocks, even if you feel that they're not breaking batching because you don't see the parenthesis instance next to the name of the material, they still break batching. They just don't tell you about it. Material property blocks are more of a UX thing, I guess. So you could, change properties per material without making instances and without changing everything else that uses the same material. And yeah, area exactly. I could use GPU instancing. And you know what? I feel like I want to use GPU instancing. And that I'll do after I check how my VFX looks. Whoa! Oh, did you feel that? Damn! Oh, wow. I did not expect it to feel that good. Like, this was a genuine reaction. Damn! It's super satisfying hitting this enemy, I swear to God. What's... Wait, I'm missing like a whole bunch of particles here. What's up with that? Oh, the motion blur is doing its job. Did Unity get property blocks working with ERP shaders? I cannot answer that. I have no idea whether they work, whether they used to work, or if they don't work, why they don't work. I have no idea. Wait. Something is definitely off. Okay, now it's working, but like this. Hold up. Okay. This should mitigate some of the issues. You know what? I want this star to like really go nuts on the size. Clear property blocks already worked with the previous batching system. Eri, you know that you don't want to get me started when it comes to what the fuck they were thinking with everything regarding the SRPs. I think that they kinda bit more than they could chew, because, you know, maybe the decision about making the SRPs was like making URP and HDRP, or excuse me, LWRP and HDRP. Maybe that decision came way later than, you know, when they decided to make the SRPs, because the SRP as a concept was good, like exposing the render pipeline and giving developers the tools to make their own pipelines. That's awesome. And then I guess, or maybe it wasn't a late decision, but, you know, they also decided that, all right, we'll show to developers how to make their own SRPs, and we'll make 2 of our own just so we can, you know, show what people can do with the SRPs. And they formed separate teams for that, apparently. And yeah, I guess, I don't know if they expected it to go like that. What's wrong? Why don't I? Oh, now I can see it, but something I don't like about the impact yet, and I can't put my finger on that. But yeah, I can still not understand, you know, the concept of publishing essentially 2 separate rendering pipelines when they cannot do, like, certainly when they actually publish them, they couldn't do, like, I don't know, 50% of what the built-in render pipeline did. So, you know, why would people actually use them? Yeah, exactly. I mean, something went really wrong with communication when it came to, like, the SRPs. Why do I have this look at camera component? I mean, I probably don't need that. Okay, anyway, gonna try and do the glowy thing. Okay, so I am gonna add another emissive color, which is like, I don't know, additional emission. Because I already have the one that gets multiplied with the mask, and I guess I need additional one for the rest. Oh, thanks. Yeah. If you're interested on my plugins, these are the ones. Override emission. I guess. I guess. Yeah, I guess. So yeah, I can just add that, override emission. We can also see it working. Excuse me? Whoa! That was fun. Yeah, I mean, yeah, because then if I weren't adding it, I would have to lerp with something, so then I would have to use. Yeah, okay, I see your point. Yeah, I'm gonna do it like that. I'm gonna do it like that. So that's gonna be override emission. Color. Or emission override color. And I'm gonna add a emission override factor, or just emission override. And it's gonna be a slider. So it's better like that instead of the addition, because it's much easier to use a script to change the emission override instead of setting the HDR color, because it's HDR and I would have to set it on the script, and that's annoying. I mean, but emission override, just set it to 1 and it should be fine. So for some weird reason, even though I didn't implement it, it's not working. But somehow I expected it to work. Go figure. Emission override. There we go. It's also better to have it on a slider because I can, more easily lerp. Bam, 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 bam. Bam. All right. Bam. Thanks for the follow. I'm not reading that. Sorry, there's a lot. Wait, I will try. Dmitry Maximov Galahad. Yeah, okay. Thanks for the follow. Sorry, initially I just saw it and I thought it was, at first glance, just a random string of letters. Yeah, so I have to remember how GPU instancing materials Unity, how the GPU instancing thing works. So thankfully Unity has a pretty nice documentation page about that, which I will link to in case you want to take a look. This is for the surface shaders, and this is for the vert fragment shaders. So I'm gonna need this. Unity instance buffer. So the instance prompt is gonna be float emission override. Yeah. And this is probably going to be accessed in the fragment shader. It is kinda gonna be used there. So I need to do this. Unit transfer instance IDVO. Gonna have to do this. Also on the app data, I'm gonna need this. There's a whole lot of setup to do apparently, and I'm gonna need this. Yeah. And Unity setup instance ID I. And finally, I think that's finally, at least instead of this emission override, it will be this emission override. Yeah, redefinition, because I have it here as well. So it still works like that. If I enable GPU instancing, it still works like that. And now, if I think I can just like change the property material block. Yeah, it's with property blocks, material property blocks. So on the enemy base, let's get a material property block. On initialize, you can go ahead and say your property block. Oh, I mean, I can do that here. Yeah, I can do that here. But I would need this gets annoyingly tricky right now, because I have a bunch of renderers here. So fine, I'm gonna do it like that. Get components in children. Let's find all the mesh renderers, I don't care. I mean, if it's going to have a mesh render, it's gonna be on the graphics, and if it's gonna be on the graphics, I want it to shine bright when I hit it. So that's what I'm gonna do. So I think that first I need to do renderers. I need to go and say material property block get it's renderer get material block get property block. Material property block. The property block set load, and then set the emission override. Let's say it's gonna have to be a coroutine. Okay, it's gonna be a coroutine. No, it's not gonna be a coroutine. Let's do I think there's a in do twin. I think you can twin float values. It's just like do. Oh, damn it. Oh yeah, it's do float. Or I think, does it work on do? It works on materials. Okay, sprite renderer, transform. Oh, I think it's just do twin 2. Yeah. Better. Okay. Wait. Oh, okay. I think it's something like material over the block set float mission override X from 0 to 1 over a duration of 0.1. complete. Yeah, this is gonna get ugly. Or, I'm sorry, unconventional. Alright. X from 1 to 0 over 2. Oh, I'm almost out of water, guys. First sip for Scotch. Second sip for him. Thank you. But this is not working also, so that's disappointing. Should I? I will do it. Okay, I will do it the even uglier way. So I'm gonna make a sequence. Gonna call it emission override sequence. Gonna be a two-twin sequence. Append. Okay, can I append this? Yes, I can. Can I add some delay? Emission override sequence. Wait, no. Wait. Or I think, no, I think I can add this to with a set delay. Damn, that's a weird way to write code of 0.2. And then you can, I think you can say just play, or I think it's not even necessary. Play. I'm so curious to see if this is going to work at all. Let's find out. It doesn't seem to be working. Yeah, okay. That was a bit. Oh. Can anybody tell me why it's not working? Maybe it has something to do with me not being exceptionally smart? And also all this means that I cannot use this anymore? No, it doesn't matter that it's not in a coroutine, but maybe it will, and it will need to be. But the thing is that I'm not doing, I'm not actually setting the property block. I should do, material property block. But the thing is that, okay, I think I can do that on update. My god, I'm butchering this code. Oh no. This is a fireable offense. I seriously hope that no coworker of mine sees this code. Okay, so what's happening here? It's a do twin sequence where the first step is a twin that gets the emission override value from 0 to 1 over a period of 0.1 seconds. Every step of this twin, I'm updating the material property block so that the material gets updated. And on the next step, after waiting for 0.2 seconds, I set it back to 0 over 0.2 seconds. Create input. What? What? Oh yeah. Yeah, I thought that this wouldn't work. I just copied the example and I thought it would work. Yeah. No worries. It's all good. Okay, let's see now. Right, it's working. Sorry, I'm still going through puberty. It's working. Yeah, I know this is one of those cases where you don't really feel good about it working. That's essentially my whole experience with like Python. You know what? Maybe it shouldn't twin. Maybe at first I should just set it to white and then maybe it can fade out. So I don't need the sequence. Git that. Git that. Git all that, and you know I can just say material property block set float override 1 f and render set material set no, I won't even say that. I won't even say that. So I don't need the sequence. I don't need that. I can do it in one do twin command from 1. No, wait. From wait, even got start. Oh, fine. I will add this back. Set property block, material property block, and then do that. think that feels good. Maybe less of a delay. I also feel that I kind of wanna push the enemy a bit when they're getting hit, but like not actually push them. Like they would do like a, you know, and maybe just the graphics, like not even their collider. They just look as if they got, well, pushed. Let me see if the glow is better looking now. Oh, thanks for the follow, Twitch setup tool. That's funny, that was my grandpa's name. Okay, it already feels pretty good. I'd say it feels pretty good. So I think that the combat zone, whoa, the combat zone gets, that's interesting. It has a reference to the player combat script. That's good. Whoever wrote this code must be very smart and handsome. So that means that I can easily get a vector going from the enemy to the player, and that way I can say that, okay, you get the direction, so push away from that direction. Thing is, what to push away? I mean, I could push away the whole thing. You know, I would start with pushing away the whole thing. Either way, I will bring it back. I promise, I will bring it back. I think Twin has some sort of, wait, transform do kill there. No, there's a do ping pong or do, oh, there is do punch. Direction is sync of the punch towards the gift direction and then back to the starting one. Do twin. God damn it, do twin. Alright, so the direction of the punch is, well, transform the position minus, that also includes the strength, so I would have to multiply this with something after I normalize it, minus the combat zone player combat, is it not? Like, why do you have to be private? I mean, it's okay to be open about stuff, you know, but not too open. Hide them in Inspector. So, player combat shift, transform position. Normalize that. Multiply by 5 because 5 is a nice number. Duration is gonna be pretty small, it's like 0.3. Breadth of 10, elasticity of 1. Don't want snapping. If true, the twin will smoothly snap all values to integers. Why would you do that? Okay, let's see if I can punch this enemy. Punch! Whoa! Okay. Maybe 5 is not such a nice number after all. That was funny though. Just 1? Like, or 0.5? It had some nice elasticity though. Maybe 1 is a better call. Now, I'm not sure about the elasticity. Indicates how much will the punch vibrate. I'm happy with that, so I'll just tweak the elasticity to be, I don't know, 0.2. Okay, what if it wasn't so fucking glowing? Let's tone it down a bit. Also, I know people like the VFX for their projectiles, but guess what? I'm gonna change those too. I'm not happy with them. I think he can take a more powerful punch, like twice. Okay, or maybe not. But like 1.2, something a bit more dramatic. So one issue with the VFX that this anime has right now, obviously, is that, you know, because the player's VFX and like the hit impact and all that are so overwhelming, you cannot really easily see when they're charging and they're about to hit you, which is not good. Especially since I don't have like any other animations at the moment to indicate that, you know, they're about to shoot. I could pull a near thing and, you know, have like a big streak on their eye to let you know that, hey, they're gonna attack. Yeah, I can say that this feels really good, like much better than whatever else I had tried before. So yeah. Hmm. There's still not enough time to recover though after this last, so maybe 0.8? Is that better? Yeah, right now the impact feels so good. It actually, the main thing that feels bad is that this guy is not dying. So you know what? Let's just throw in some more guys. This time they're killable though. And, you know, just have some fun with them. Or they will have some fun with me, I don't know. Yikes. Whoa. Whoa. Their aiming is freaking good. One down. Ow. What's up with it? Nah, don't say that area. I did good. Combat But I wasn't targeting. Yeah, I think I will hit the whole targeting system either way. Ooh. Because right now, with this camera, it also doesn't make sense. So yeah. Okay, one more thing. I want to add a bit of a distressing impact when, you know, the player is actually getting damage. So add another impulse source. It's gonna be a bit more intense though. Because, you know, you're the player and you don't really want to get a lot of damage. So it's gonna be like 0.2, okay, 0.2 and 0.2 here. Also like add a bunch of zeros to the spatial range stuff. And get a 60 shake noise. Okay, and player character. Yeah. Public impulse. Impulse source. Not public, make it private, it's okay. Intentions, you can get component in a single source. Require it too. Oh, do I already have an awake? I do have an awake. Oh, I have multiple awakes. Jesus. All right. Why is it here? And when you get hit, and if you don't die, impulse source generate impulse. Okay, I swear Unity didn't used to do that. And please somebody tell me I'm not crazy. When you added an add component requires component on a script, if you added this this thing on a script that was already on an object, it would not add the component you say that is required, even if that didn't exist. But if you actually added that component afterwards, if you add the component that has the required component, then it would add the required component. I think what's doing here is new, and even if it already has a component of the type that you specify, no, I think it wasn't. That wasn't the case. That wasn't the case. Even with the hot load recompile. No, I think it's a new thing, and I'm not gonna lie, I have mixed feelings about it. Because I mean, just check if you already have the component, and if not, add it. Okay, hit me. get hit. Yeah, that's something. Yeah, oh yeah, yeah. You missed it, but yeah. Even though I did have the cinema scene impulse source here that I have added prior to adding the required component, when it recompiled, it added it again. You can see it here that I removed it, but it's a prefab, so it has to say that. Yeah, okay, thank you. That is weird. You know what? I'm gonna add the time freeze. I'm gonna add it on a damageable object because it would be needed there. So, player character, start screen, frame freeze. How much is for the enemy? 0.05? Yeah, no, it's gonna be 0.1 for me. Like, I wanna go, like, Hollow Knight up this bitch. Like, really sell that, you got hit, son. I would also like, when that happens, to grab the chromatic aberration and just go like... Oh yeah, it's because the camera is overriding it. Maybe even more like... Oh, it's already 3 hours. Okay. I want to do one more thing. I want to do one more thing, and I know that it's not gonna be quick. It's not gonna be very slow either. Okay, I'll try and, like, I don't know, speed run it. Okay, so I have a local package here. Package from this. Let me define it. Install pp package. Oh, I actually have it already? Do I? Oh, I do, yeah, okay, that's cool. So I have the package here, you can't see it, but with some custom post-processing effects. But the thing is that I don't have a radial blur in here. And maybe I should, because it could be really useful for impact effects. I'm gonna do it. I'm gonna make it real quick. Real quick. If I remember how to do it though. Okay, I'm gonna need this should be enough. I just need some references. Okay. So here's how you make a custom post-processing effect for the post-processing stack version 2. First, you stream for 3 hours. Radial blur. Radial blur, thank you. Come on. Okay, using this. Post-process, serializable. Type of radial blur renderer. Post-process event. Before or after stack? Before or after stack? Ah, damn it. After. I'm gonna go with after. It's not like I cannot change it afterwards, but... Okay. Yeah, that seems good. Public shield class, radial blur, process method settings. Now you're gonna bitch about that. Yeah, after post-processing, gang. Projects, VFX lab. I already have an implementation of the radial blur. There we go. This is it here. Oh, there's a bunch of stuff here that I need. Okay. Load parameter. Samples. Is that how that works? Yeah, that's it. New load parameter value equals 16. That's an int parameter. Oh, and I think that you can actually, yeah, you can range that. Yeah, that's cool. Range from 4 to 32. That's extremely arbitrary, but I don't care. Effect amount. Parameter. Strength. I'm just gonna call it strength. Load parameter. Value equals 1. Yeah. The 2 parameter, yes. Center equals new the parameter, the value of new vector 2 0.5 0.5 f and f. Radius parameter value equals 0.1 f, and of course everybody's favorite chromatic aberration. Value equals, well, it starts at 0, but we all know that I'm not gonna give it at 0. All right, and public shield plus the radial blur renderer. Processing effect settings. Radial blur. Right. By all means. Wait, what? Oh yeah, it's not settings, right? It's render. Thank you. Oh no, it's not implementing it. Implement it. It's okay. Sheet context property sheets. Get the shader. Find hidden custom radial blur. Haven't made it yet. I will though. Sheet properties. Set float. Set int, I guess. Samples. Oh no, settings samples. Settings some. Oh, okay. Yeah. Damn it. Okay. Hey, Alamude. Oh no. Doing alright. I got a bit sidetracked, but doing fine. I'm well, getting hotter, but that's, you know, to be expected. How are you? How are you dealing with today's temperature? Shall see properties, set flow, strength, settings, strength, see properties. Well, this is a bit annoying. I mean, since I'm declaring those properties, it's only natural I'm gonna use them. Anyway, center, settings, center. Yeah, it was something like that here as well. I wouldn't dare to go outside. I mean, I had to at some point, but I was in a car and I was still like, nope. Properties, chromatic, set float, chromatic aberration, settings, chromatic aberration. Awesome. And yeah, I probably need to actually say that, hey, you know what? Render that effect as well. Context source, context destination. Shit, 0. Yeah. Well, I mean, the power grid here was super unstable, and I didn't want to open an AC. So yeah, I had that going for me, which was nice. And let's go shaders. Make the radial blur shader. Shader. I mean, it doesn't matter. Radial blur. So I could copy like the actual radial blur shader I had from before, but the thing is that it's a CG shader. Even if it's for an image effect, it's still like CG and it's not working with the post-processing stack as it should. So instead, I'm gonna take this whole thing, gonna call this radial blur, and yeah, actually, you know what? I think I'm done with putting stuff side by side for now, kinda. So I'm gonna need the parameters here. I think I can copy them in a very cool way. So awesome. So now I can go here. Yeah, this is gonna be ink, this is gonna be float, this is gonna be a float too. It's gonna be a float, and this is gonna be a float. Hey Toast Bro. What am I creating? So, okay, I got a bit sidetracked, but hear me out. So I'm making this game in general, right? And today's project was having some nice impact effects when I'm actually hitting enemies. And then I wanted some impact effects when the enemies are hitting me. And then I remembered that I would like to have a radial blur effect to trigger when the enemies hit me. And then I remembered that I don't have a custom post-processing effect for the post-processing stack that does that, so I'm making the post-processing effect. Because ADHD. When I use the PC I have to close all things like that. Oh yeah. Yeah, exactly. And I actually got really scared today with the whole, because my lights were flickering all day long because of the power grid stuff. So, and I don't have a UPS. And yeah, today I was like, yeah, alright, you know what? I paid a fair amount of money for this computer, so I'm gonna invest on a UPS. And tomorrow I will have a UPS here. Because I don't like living that dangerously. Oh, and thanks, Toast Brought. Yeah, exactly. I tried to make this computer quite future-proof, if you get my drift. So I wouldn't want it to be fried because of a power grid failure. Yeah, you should get a UPS too, especially if you have an expensive machine. Because, you know, if you don't get a UPS now, you'll be saying oops later. Float 40000. Float. I mean, I can just like copy all this. It's like a really simple shader, to be fair. Like, just copy all this. Just. The thing is that in HLSL you don't have you don't need essentially to use fixed or half or all that. Like the precision, I think it's handled automatically, or it just plain doesn't care. Also, did you know, and I don't think they have fixed it yet, but did you know that Unity reduces the C# in Unity reduces all floats to doubles? Like, it converts all the floats into doubles automatically. I mean, actually, it's not Unity that does that. I think it's a mono thing. Yeah, double precision. And they're literally double the size of a float. And doing math with them is doubly expensive. So I think that's IPEX code minus the center. Uh, what does what does look what looks even worse? What do you mean? Like the code? Oh yeah, effect amount. No, it's supposed to be called strength. Okay, I don't need that anymore. Am I blind? Yes, I'm blind. Okay, strength. Oh yeah, yeah, yeah. It's oh, you're talking about the code. Uh, yeah. Well, I mean, it's a very unconventional and not so common way of coding, really. Uh, and yeah, to be fair, Unity's setup doesn't help with that. And it also doesn't help that you have a different code setup if you're adding a vertex fragment shader for an object, and a different setup if you're adding a vertex fragment shader for an image effect, or a surface shader for an object, or like a post-processing effect for the post-processing stack, or a shader for the URP render pipeline, or a shader for the HDRP. I mean, you don't really want to be handwriting shaders for the HDRP, but still. So that doesn't help. That doesn't help. But it's all a matter of getting used to that stuff. Well, yeah, exactly. Exactly, Lamuda. This isn't even C sharp. This is HLSL. And it's not even like plain HLSL. Oh yeah, I just copied that for reference. Okay, so supposedly now this should work. Are you with me? Let's see, custom. You know what? Let me raise this a little bit so you can see. All right. Add effect, custom, grayscale. No, sorry, radial blur. All, okay. It doesn't work. It doesn't work. All right. It doesn't work. Okay, why doesn't it work? I must have forgotten something. First off, just to make sure things work as they should, just to see if at least the post-processing is working and the issue is with the shader. Yeah, the issue is with the shader. That much I can confirm. That's annoying. I wish the issue wasn't with the shader. Uh, well, Toast Broad, it's well, I mean, HLSL and GLSL and CG are all like C-like languages. Yeah, they look quite a lot to C++. Yeah. I think they're closer to C. I don't think they're object-oriented. I think. They have structs. I don't think they have classes. But I mean, thinking in object-oriented terms with shaders is like, nah. Okay, so what's up with you? Am I doing something weird? With this set float, bit full screen triangle. Like it finds a shader, it draws the pass. The thing is that the pass does nothing. Why? Okay, what if something random? Okay, this seems to be accurate. What about this? What if I don't even do this? Okay, so it is adding stuff, but it just feels like it wants to bust my balls. Okay. Anybody wants to... I found what the issue is, by the way. Anybody wants to think about what the issue is? I will give you a hint. It's right where my cursor is. Not the cursor, the mouse cursor. It's on the line that I have highlighted with the text cursor. Any ideas? What did I do wrong that I didn't have wrong in my other implementation? I will show you, actually, you know what? I will show you this exact line in the other shader. Here it is. Here's the line. What's different? You know what? I'll put them side by side and maybe... Yeah, this should be enough. What is the issue? Anybody, any takers? There's no wrong answers except from all the answers that are not the right answer. Bingo. So I have a habit in other shaders, and usually I don't use ints. I mean, I used to have that. Nowadays, I've tried to mitigate that. But yeah, I use float here. So when I divide an integer with a float, I'm getting a float. But here, I wanted to do things right for once in my life, and instead used an integer. So, you know, integer division is not what I want here. Now that's an effect that's closer to what I would expect with the crazy values I added. So let's reset that. There we go. And with some chromatic aberration. Now I could actually do a second pass. Is it float but because of more CPU usage? No, I wouldn't say so. Well, I mean, first of all, there's no CPU usage. It's a shader, so it's all GPU. So forget about that. So you could, yeah, Mitch, I love me some chromatic aberration. But in general, yeah, floating point math is, you can expect it to be more expensive than integer math. That's not to say that, you know, you will save precious like milliseconds or something if you don't do float maths. I mean, it's yeah, we're now at the point where it's not a significant cost. I just made it to be an integer because it's easier to add, easier to control from the inspector, because, you know, it doesn't make sense to have like 20.5 samples. Yeah. So when I get hit, I will probably have like an effect like that. Like going like but to be honest, it's not something that I'm willing to do now, because it's almost 1 a.m. and that means it's a good place to, yeah, I will stop the stream about now, also toast brought, so yeah, it's a good timing. Yeah, I get that Twitch stuck, but to be fair, I like chromatic aberration on everything. Like every morning I just, like my breakfast is 2 pieces of bread with chromatic aberration. I don't have the combat cam, right? would make sense, but you know what? It's because it's the last enemy. But I'm not targeting. Anyway, gonna give him a bunch more HP. Just to enjoy the glory of this impact. It looks good. It looks good. It feels good. Thanks, game. Yeah. It also feels satisfying. Like, ooh, I should have added rumble. I'm not gonna do it now. No, it's a rabbit hole. I have to stop. I have to stop. Left the controller there. But yeah, some rumble on the controller would be super fun. It would also feel amazing. So yeah, yep, gonna leave the stream here. I hope you enjoyed it. I obviously had fun, way more than I should biologically. And yeah, have a great rest of the day or the night or the morning again. I don't know, maybe it's morning so. So yeah, I'll see you in the next one. Not sure when that will be, but I will see you in the next one. Bye bye.